would like to take a moment to thank all the teachers at Seacrest. They have done so much to ensure that we have a good education while making it fun at the exact same time. We would also like to thank Miss Miller for helping us have an amazing middle school experience and for getting us through such difficult times due to COVID. We would also like to thank Miss G as well because she has been guiding us through our Seacrest years, even since kindergarten. We would also like to thank Coach Moore. She has been one of our biggest supporters while at Seacrest and an extraordinary coach and counselor. She has made health and wellness so much fun and engaging, and she has truly impacted our lives, and we are forever grateful. Thank you so much, Coach Moore. We will miss you. We would also like to thank the parents. We could have not made it to this day without your love, support, and patience. Although it doesn't seem like we're grateful, we are very grateful for you. And we love you so much. Last but not least, I would like to thank my classmates as well. Thank you so much for being such good friends, for always being there for me, and for making me laugh until my stomach hurts. All of our memories will stay in my heart forever, and I wish you all the best. Like Gabriel Garcia Marquez said, what happens in life is not what happens to you, but what you remember and how you remember it. I'm sad to leave Seacrest, but now that our time here is over, we are ready to begin our high school journey. Thank you to everyone who has brought us to this point in our lives, and the entire 8th grade class appreciates what you have done for us. Middle school was pretty cool, but now it's time for high school. Thank you.
Over the last week, I had the great honor to walk through history in our nation's capital with the class of 2022. We climbed to the top of Little Round Top in Gettysburg, stood in the shade of the Washington, Lincoln, and Jefferson memorials. We strolled Mount Vernon, a place that gave Washington strength and inspiration with its immaculate views, gardens, while took in the stain of the unmarked slave graves. We stood silent in prayer and reflection in our nation's chapel, learning of its significance for people of all faiths, while noticing the candles that have been lit for the students of the recent Texas shootings. We braved the very hot heat to the Capitol Hill and the Supreme Court, historic and awe-inspiring in its grand architecture and symbolism, but when we went, was surrounded by a fenced gate and protest posters. We viewed the newly constructed African American History Museum, where we took the stairs down while going back through time to tell the devastating tale of the African American experience in our country, to the top floor that celebrates the culture and political leaders we know and love today. These students you see before you stood face to face with the portrait of Breonna Taylor as a reminder that we can take steps forward and backwards at the very same time. In the evenings, we walked amongst the multiple war memorials, rubbing our hands along the tens and thousands of names, reminding us the true cost of the freedoms we have today. We climbed the steps and stood in the very spot of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech and made a mental note that leadership and courage go hand in hand. On our last day, we made our way to Philadelphia to see Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell, the symbol for liberty, freedom, and justice on display with a giant crack of imperfection. The week was a true living example of the complications, movements, struggles, victories, blemishes, historic moments, and harrowing defeats, times of war, and times of great love that make up our country. Our bus driver for the week, an amazing Egyptian man named Yorsi, spoke to us over lunch about the history of his own country and kept reminding us that America is indeed so young. It's true, while we were amazed by the history and dates on the sides of the buildings, we were at the same time constantly reminded that the bells we were hearing in Independence Square were the same ones that Washington would hear as he would walk the streets. For it really was not that long ago that young leaders, such as those you see before you today, had the vision, leadership, and drive to create our very own country. These 20 students you see before you navigated the week with curiosity and an open mind. In the last 2 years, they have learned to be nimble and adaptable. They have realized that plans will often change. Leaders will not show up. Dinner will not be there. And we will adapt and we will pivot. And just as our founding fathers wrote, all men are created equal at the beginning, the need for those words to expand happened at a rapid and ever-changing pace. Our country is young, but it is bold and filled with fresh ideas and voices. Those voices and ideas live within these 20 students you see before you today. They are our collective future. They will look for a new path. They'll write in all the margins. They'll tilt their perspective. They'll notice who's in the room, but most importantly, these kids notice who's not in the room. And they remind you all the time. They will be bold in their beliefs and they will be kind in their actions. They will understand that movement and change comes forward and sometimes slips back, but a moral compass will stay steady. These students understand that life is complicated and that adults sometimes don't get it right. To the class of 2022, I leave you with a few reminders. Please bombard the world with your passions. Please say what's in your mind, but also what's in your heart. Please, when you go to high school, laugh every day, be true, and be kind. As you make your way on your new campuses, make new friends, but hold on to those that you have made here at Seacrest. Go to high school and make yourself a reputation for being someone that makes other people feel good. Not surprising, please leave it better than you found it. And please find out what matters to you. And most importantly, what are you gonna do about it? And finally, when the light turns green, walk. At this time, I would like to recognize those students who have been part of Seacrest all the way since kindergarten. Please stand as I announce your name. Sophia Gladman. We are grateful to you and your family's commitment to allow us to be a part of your childhood and all these years. You may be seated. I would now like to welcome Coach Moore and Miss G to the stage to join me in presenting some awards.
Before I get to what I need to get to, I would just like to thank each and every one of the parents here of these lovely 8th graders, because since 5th grade, you have been taking them to practice, taking them to games, taking others to practice, taking others to games, sacrificing your time so that they can thrive in this school and in this athletic department that I have. I would like to apologize to all of the parents whose weekends are now ruined because your child found a passion with a sport that they fell in love with here. And you are now traveling every weekend to go to all of those wonderful games. I will not apologize though for for inspiring them, motivating them, and really supporting them in this journey that they've had here. Some from kindergarten, but really from 5th through 8th, figuring out what they really wanted to do in the athletic realm and doing it. I am very, very, very proud of this class. I am now going to present the Student Athlete of the Year Awards. We do this every year. This one though is really special because we haven't really had sports until this year because of COVID. So this one means a lot. It took a lot to get everything done, but we did it. And I am so proud of all of you that participated in everything that we did this year. So these two students epitomize what it means to be a student athlete at Seacrest School. Their work ethic, dedication, and determination has led them to success both on and off the playing fields. These two individuals characterize the true meaning of sportsmanship, character displayed in athletic events. Both were unselfish teammates displaying character traits such as respecting their opponent, playing multiple positions, and encouraging their teammates that made them natural team leaders, as well as respecting the officials. Their attitude and work ethic carried over into the classroom as well. Their positive attitudes, effort, and the ability to handle adversity transcended all other athletes. Both dedicated numerous hours to many sports they played, as well as towards their academic pursuits. Please put your hands together and congratulate Bobby Swim and Ginger Sullivan. Now you have to come back because your name's on the board.
Right. Follow athletics. I have the great honor of representing the academic achievement for students. We did something a little different this year in that we are giving out the President's Awards for Educational Achievement and the President's Award for Educational Excellence. So the President's Award for Educational Achievement recognizes students who meet the achievement criterion as part of their official promotion to high school. So we will start with those students, and then we will be going on to the President's Award for Educational Excellence, which recognizes students who've achieved a grade point average, cumulative grade point average, meaning across their entire middle school experience of a 3.5 or higher. And then at the end, we are going to be honoring 3 students who have earned our academic awards, which is the highest cumulative GPA throughout their middle school experience. All right, so when I call your name, please step forward. For the President's Award for Educational Achievement, the Silver Seal recognizes students who meet the achievement criterion. Lillian Lauritsen. Lauren Davis. Sadie Chavez. Aiden Saunders. Abigail Henderson. All right, now this is the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Gold Seal, recognizes academic success by students earning a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher throughout their middle school career. Athena Tyke Lodwick. Bobby Swim. Haley Swim. Lara Hallblad Fadiman. Ginger Sullivan. Sophia Nielsen. Jackson Weimer. Lucas Slusher. Owen Gregson. Amelia Richardson. Xander Merrill. Julia Kakunda. Sophia Gladman. Will Wimsett. And Soraya Dinga. All right, before I step away and we get started with the diplomas, we want to give the Faculty Achievement Award. The Academic Achievement Award is given to students who've attained the highest cumulative GPA of their middle school years. I am so proud of this trio who tied in their cumulative GPA. I know they're all mentally calculating right now. And I know that there is going to be amazing things in their academic futures. I look forward to hearing from them. Can I please have Athena Tyke Lodwick? Bobby Swim. And of course, they come in a pair. Haley Swim. Evening in the swim house.
Now, as tradition at Seacrest School, as each student receives their diploma, we will share our memories and dreams for each of them as they turn the page to this next big chapter of their lives.
Lara Hallblad Fadiman. Laura has been at Seacrest since kindergarten, though technically you might say since birth. Some of her favorite memories from school are the field trips in each grade, making friends and playing on the swings and in the gazebo. Laura describes her 8th grade year as memorable because it was filled with lots of big moments, which made this school year stand out more than most. She enjoyed traveling to Yosemite, reading The Lord of the Flies in humanities class, and gaining confidence in her math and writing skills. She is grateful for her family and friends and wants to be remembered as a person who was kind to others and worked hard in her classes. Laura, we appreciate your calm demeanor and thoughtful contributions to class discussions. You display a sense of maturity beyond your years. A gifted equestrian, strong student, and caring friend, we enjoyed seeing you step out of your comfort zone and take the stage this spring as a Merce sister in the school musical. Good job. Another wise woman, Sonia Sotomayor, said, "You cannot dream of becoming something you don't know about. You have to learn to dream big. Education exposes you to what the world has to offer, to the possibilities open to you." Laura, we hope that as you continue your education at Notre Dame Belmont in the fall, you will continue to dream big and embrace the possibilities that open to you. Xander Murrow. Xander joined Seacrest in the 3rd grade, and he remembers making lots of friends right from day one. That's not surprising. Some of his favorite memories from school are the Yosemite trip, traveling to DC, advisory activities, and playing basketball with the new hoops. Xander would like to be remembered as a kind and funny person. He is grateful for the support of his family, friends, and teachers. Xander, you have grown, you really have grown, and matured so much over the course of upper school and emerged into an amazing young man, a phenomenal soccer player. Yes, you have. We discovered you also have a knack for volleyball. Your teachers appreciate that you are a responsible, respectful student who leaned into academic challenges this year, while your classmates appreciate that you are a kind, reliable friend who enjoys a good laugh. Since you are heading to Sarah High School next year, it seems most apt to share a quote from Tom Brady. There will be people who will doubt you. Don't ever doubt yourself. You can achieve things in life that you would never have imagined. Xander, you have proven that you have the talent, skills, and ability to accomplish anything you set your mind to. Believe in yourself and make it happen. Robert Swim. Bobby, you have been at Seacrest since fourth grade. Some of his favorite memories are from the class trips, the fourth grade Gold Rush trip, camping in Yosemite, and traveling to DC, as well as playing basketball with his friends. Bobby described his eighth grade year as hectic but fun, as we tried to fit everything in and make up for the lost time due to COVID. The most interesting thing he learned this year was the Pythagorean theorem, though the quadratic formula was also pretty cool. Bobby is grateful to his parents and teachers for setting him up for success in his upcoming years in high school. He will miss the small classes and being able to talk one-on-one with his teachers. Almost. But is also looking forward to meeting new people. Bobby wants to be remembered as a good basketball player. Good, great. And someone who likes to help people. Bobby, your well-honed skills, intelligence, and incredible work ethic make you a fierce competitor both on the court and in the classroom. Though what your teammates, teachers, and classmates appreciate most about you is your humility and quiet leadership, ensuring that everyone on your team shines. Steph Curry once said, "Be the best version of yourself in anything that you do. You don't have to live anybody else's story." Bobby, as you move on to Half Moon Bay High School, we encourage you to continue to be the best version of yourself and can't wait to see where your story will take you. Congratulations. Ginger Sullivan. Ginger attended Seacrest from kindergarten through third grade, then moved away and returned in seventh grade. Yay. From her first days at Seacrest, she remembers playing outside on the monkey bars, lots of field trips, and the all-school assemblies where the older kids would put on funny skits for the lower grades. Ginger is grateful to have such a loving and understanding family. That bread is amazing. She is also grateful for the ability to play sports where she has made many friends. Ginger will miss her classmates and teachers, but plans to take everything that she has learned to use in future years, especially those volleyball skills. She wants to be remembered as a good athlete, student, and friend. Ginger, from athletics to the classroom to your role in student leadership, you have proven yourself to be a strong young woman. Your teachers have been impressed by your focus and ability to organize a group to get things done. We also appreciate your dry sense of humor and ability to laugh at yourself from time to time. By the way, the Mercister wig is still yours for the taking. Amy Tanay said, "The world needs strong women, women who will lift and build others, who will love and be loved, women who live bravely, both tender and fierce, women of indomitable will." Ginger, you have an indomitable will and the ability to lift and build others. Live bravely next year at Half Moon Bay High and beyond, and you will achieve great things.
Julia Kukunda. Julia has been at Seacrest since kindergarten. Some of her favorite memories from school are the 4th grade gold rush, the 6th grade outdoor ed trip, Yosemite, the school dances, and traveling to DC. She is grateful for the time she spent at Seacrest and how her whole class has become really close. Julia will miss the teachers that are really understanding, give a fair amount of homework, and take the time to help explain things to you when you most need it. She would like to be remembered as someone who always puts her best into everything she does. Julia, you really stepped up your academic game this year, learning how and when to seek help from teachers, and finding great success in the classroom, especially in science. Outside the classroom, you continue to put your best into volleyball, the musical, and making the most time with your friends. Former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright reflected, "It took me quite a long time to develop a voice, and now that I have it, I am not going to be silent." Julia, we love that you have developed your voice and look forward to seeing you continue to use it to seek out what you want and pursue your dreams at Half Moon Bay High School and beyond. Lauren Davis. Lauren joined Seacrest in the 5th grade. Some favorite memories were shooting hoops with friends, playing pool tag in DC, and playing on the flag football team, even though they lost every game. Lauren described the school year as chaotic, but in looking back, maybe change a thing because the year turned out pretty good. Lauren will miss their teachers at Seacrest who have taught them the importance of a strong work ethic. They are also grateful for the support of family and friends and hope to be remembered as a nice person. Lauren, you have come into your own this year, embracing opportunities to deepen connections with friends and take on new challenges. A self-proclaimed techie, stand-up scout, and Marvel superfan. We loved seeing you take the stage as Prince Eric in the spring musical. A fiercely unique and amazing individual, you know what you want and go for it. You took the initiative to seek out design tech for high school, a place we are sure you will thrive. As you move forward, Lauren, we encourage you to remember always to be yourself, unless you can be Spider-Man. Then always be Spider-Man. Congratulations, Lauren. We wish you all the best that high school and life have to offer. Go for it. Soraya Dean-Gott. Soraya joined Seacrest in the 2nd grade. Some of her favorite memories are time spent with friends on overnight field trips, from going swimming and laying under the stars to getting attacked by wasps, which, in retrospect, was pretty funny. Those were moments that won't be forgotten. Soraya is grateful for the support of her friends, family, and teachers, and will miss the kind, loving, and caring community at Seacrest. She takes with her the many lessons that she feels have made her a better person. Going into high school, she will always remember to keep a positive attitude and give people second chances because she has learned that some of the best relationships come from second chances. She hopes that people will remember her as a good volleyball player and someone who left people a little bit happier than before they met her. Soraya, you have rose to any challenge that has come your way and met it with a smile. Your teachers are so impressed by the way you have taken ownership of your learning and developed strong study skills that you will, no doubt, carry forward into high school and beyond. From taking the stage as the lead in the spring musical to dominating the volleyball court, you have demonstrated that you are a force to be reckoned. Your joyful, easygoing nature has an infectious way of lifting those around you. Fellow songstress Joan Baez once said, "When I sing, trouble can sit right on my shoulder and I don't even notice." Soraya, you sing, you truly shine, and leave all who chance to hear you a bit happier than before. We can't wait to see what the future will bring at Half Moon Bay High, but know that you will be ready to meet any challenge that comes your way. William Wimsett. Will's been at Seacrest since kindergarten. Some of his favorite memories about school are the fourth grade Gold Rush trip, traveling to Yosemite and DC, playing basketball with his friends and representing Seacrest on the All-Star team. Will enjoyed studying American history this year, particularly learning about slavery and the Civil War. He is grateful for his family, friends, and teachers, and would like to be remembered for playing sports and his sense of humor. Will, you are a great athlete and a loyal friend. We have enjoyed seeing you begin to discover your agency as a student. You have demonstrated to your teachers that you have the talent and ability to thrive next year at Half Moon Bay High, not to mention the hair. We encourage you to put the same focus and effort you apply to sports to your studies, and you are sure to go far. As a fellow baseball player and fan, the words of Derek Jeter provide some inspiration to guide you on your way. There may be people that have more talent than you, but there's no excuse for anyone to work harder than you do.
Sophia Nielsen. Been at Seacrest since kindergarten. Some of her favorite memories are the Gold Rush trip, Yosemite, participating in the school musical, traveling to DC, and playing volleyball with her friends. Sophia shared that all of her teachers at Seacrest have left a lasting impression on her, and she is grateful for her family and friends. She would like to be remembered as someone who tries their hardest at whatever they do, and someone who doesn't give up when it gets too hard. Sophia, we appreciate the kind, upbeat energy you bring with you to school each day and the drive you possess to push yourself to always improve. You fearlessly put yourself out there and took advantage of every opportunity that came your way this year. Playing sports, performing in the school musical, and even stepping up to speak at graduation tonight. Another gifted performer, Lady Gaga, said, "Don't allow people to dim your shine because they are blinded. Tell them to put on sunglasses." Oh. As you head off to Notre Dame High School, we are confident that you will continue to shine. Lily Lauritsen. Lily joined Seacrest in 8th grade. She remembers meeting everyone for the first time and how kind and welcoming they were. Lily described her year at Seacrest as exciting because it was always interesting and there was always something to look forward to. Her favorite memory was going on hikes in Yosemite and spending time with friends. She will really miss the community at Seacrest, where she feels everyone cares so much and there's always somebody there to help with anything. Lily wants to be remembered as someone who was determined and didn't give up easily. Someone who worked really hard, was nice to everyone, and really cared about others. Lily, it's not easy to join a new school in the 8th grade, but we are so happy you did. We love to see how you fit right in and quickly made close friends. You are an observant and engaged learner, a careful listener, and a thoughtful classmate. A skilled equestrian and creative artist, we enjoyed seeing you lean into new challenges this year. Writer, poet, and activist Maya Angelou said, "You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have." Lily, we are excited to see you bring your creative spirit to Notre Dame High School next year and use it to make your mark. Sophia Gladman. Sophia has been at Seacrest since kindergarten. Sophia has many special memories from her time at Seacrest, making new friends on the playground, the Gold Rush trip in 4th grade, her first time stepping on the volleyball court and discovering a new passion, and hanging with her friends at the pool in DC. In 8th grade, Sophia loved to learn about factoring and math, phylums and science, and exploring utopian and dystopian societies in humanities. She would like to be remembered as a kind person who worked hard in her classes. Sophia, your hard work has definitely paid off as you've learned to master study skills and find your voice as a writer and independent thinker. We hope that you will continue to explore creative outlets in high school, utilizing your talents for writing, jewelry design, and art as forms of self-expression. When creativity and intelligence meet hard work, an amazing world of possibilities unfold. As actress Kerry Washington said, "You and you alone are the only person who can live the life that writes the story that you were meant to tell." We look forward to seeing where your story will take you next year at Notre Dame and beyond. Be confident in your voice and live the life that you've imagined. We believe in you. Athena Tyke Ludwig. Athena has been at Seacrest since kindergarten. Some of her favorite memories are from the Yosemite trip, hiking, and being able to hang out with her friends, traveling to DC, and playing volleyball. She is grateful for her family and the opportunities she has been given. At Seacrest, she has felt supported and empowered. This year, she enjoyed exploring novels from Black American authors, discussing the struggle for equal rights, and the class debate on reparation. She was also very proud of the work her small group put in to complete geometry. Athena wants to be remembered as someone who always tried her best and was welcoming to other people. Athena, with your curious mind, keen skills of observation, and strong analytical thinking, you have all the makings of a natural-born scientist. Though brilliant, you are also humble, seeking opportunities to lean into challenges and appreciating that there is always more to learn. Your classmates, teachers, and family appreciate your caring and compassionate nature, tuning into the feelings of others and quietly offering support, encouragement, and comfort when needed. Groundbreaking scientist Marie Curie reflected, "You cannot hope to build a better world without improving the individuals. To that end, each of us must work for his own improvement and at the same time share a general responsibility for all humanity, our particular duty being to aid to those to whom we think we can be most useful."
Athena, we are certain you will apply your considerable talents and compassionate nature to help build a better world for all. Keep learning and seeking opportunities to challenge yourself at Half Moon Bay High School next year, and you are sure to succeed.
Lucas Slusher. Lucas has been at Seacrest since kindergarten. His favorite memories are PE classes, the Gold Rush trip, visiting museums and monuments in DC, and playing sports, particularly soccer, with his friends. He's grateful to all the teachers and coaches he has had at Seacrest for being there and constantly supporting him, and he will miss the sense of community. The most interesting skill he learned this year was how to play chess. You can be good at chess. He liked the unending ways you can play and the complex strategies you have to recognize to win. Lucas wants to be remembered for his athletic achievements, particularly his leadership on the soccer team this season. Lucas, 8th grade was a year of self-discovery, and we enjoyed seeing you embrace your strong capabilities and excel as a student and an athlete. As you prepare to head to Half Moon Bay High School, your teachers encourage you to tame that sometimes inner critic and embrace all the considerable talents that you have to offer. Take risks, put yourself out there, and you are certain to succeed. In the words of author Neil Gaiman, now go and make interesting mistakes, make amazing mistakes, make glorious and fantastic mistakes, break rules, leave the world more interesting for your being here. Jackson Weiner. Jackson started Seacrest in kindergarten, and one of his favorite memories was when he fell into a pond on his first field trip. Despite that mishap, Jackson continued to love field trips. The Gold Rush trip in 4th grade, outdoor ed, Yosemite, and most recently, seeing the monuments in DC. I love that this is the first year 2 kids have said they love the monuments. He's a historian. He also enjoyed learning physics this year and trying his hand at golf. Jackson is grateful for how Seacrest set him up for success in high school. He will miss how the teachers check in with you and make sure that you're understanding the topic. Jackson is proud of his group completing geometry and wants to be remembered for his academic achievements. Jackson, since kindergarten, your teachers and classmates could always count on you to do the right thing, even when no one was looking. Your good-humored, easygoing nature and ability to work effectively with anyone have made you a coveted partner in any group project. You hold high expectations for yourself and your learning, while also being considerate of those around you. Famed physicist Albert Einstein once said, "Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning." Jackson, as you move on to Half Moon Bay High, keep challenging yourself to deepen your learning and never stop questioning. Aiden Saunders. Aiden joined Seacrest in kindergarten. Their favorite memories this year were playing ultimate frisbee, traveling to Yosemite and DC, and learning proper math grammar from Mr. Petavisti. Aiden feels prepared for high school, but plans to stay more organized next year. and keep up the productive energy they started in 8th grade. Aiden, you are a creative, out-of-the-box thinker who persevered and found your groove in 8th grade. You did a great job volunteering at Table of Plenty, and we hope that you will continue to engage in community service next year. An amazing runner, you have proven that you can go the distance and overcome any obstacles in your way. Olympic runner Steve Prefontaine said, "Success isn't how far you got, but the distance you traveled from where you started." Aiden, you've traveled far in your time at Seacrest, and we know you will travel even farther at Summit Everest. Remember to set a good pace and run for yourself and the satisfaction of crossing that finish line. We will all be there to cheer you on. Haley Swim. Haley joined Seacrest in the 4th grade. Some of her favorite memories were the 6th grade outdoor ed trip, the Halloween pumpkin carving contest and carnival, even though she still thinks it was rigged, and the upper school dances. Haley reflected that her 8th grade year was bumpy with lots of good parts sprinkled throughout, kind of like life, my dear. She loved learning about evolution in science class and enjoyed leaning into the challenge to master algebra and explore geometry and math. Haley is grateful for the friends she has made at Seacrest and credits them with not only helping her with assignments, but also being there for her whenever she needs them. Haley wants to be remembered as someone who always worked hard in her classes and at representing her classmates as the student body president. Haley, your teachers appreciate your strong leadership skills and ability to articulate your thoughts and ideas with clarity and passion. You model an authenticity that is beyond your years. Oh, don't make me cry, girls. Openly sharing your feelings, hopes, and fears with others and forging deep connections with your classmates and teachers. We enjoyed watching you rock your inner diva as Ursula in the spring musical. You found a love of the stage that we hope you will continue to cultivate and explore in high school. As you head off to Half Moon Bay High, we leave you with the words of female author Sue Monk Kidd. Go make your big, beautiful dent, and as you do, come down on the side of boldness. If you err, may it be for too much audacity and not too little, for you really are enough. You have untold strengths and resources inside. You have your glorious self. Amelia Richardson. Amelia started Seacrest in the 4th grade. Some of her favorite memories from school are the Gold Rush overnight trip and all the activities and fun times spent with her friends this year in 8th grade. She's grateful for the support of her friends and family and will miss all the people she has met throughout her years at Seacrest. Amelia wants to remember the highs and lows of each day and all the experiences she's had. Amelia, you really rose to the challenge of 8th grade and leaned into your learning this year. Your teachers loved seeing you find your voice, take charge of your learning, and confidently advocate for what you need. Author John Burroughs said, "Leap, and the net will appear." Remember, Amelia, whenever you're feeling a bit anxious to take the next step, that everyone feels the same, believe in yourself and don't just step, leap. We look forward to seeing you continue to ascend and take your next big steps at Half Moon Bay High. Owen Gregson. Thrilled to be up. Owen started at Seacrest in the 5th grade. He remembers making new friends and talking with his teachers. He really enjoyed the outdoor ed trip to Mount Cross in 6th grade, traveling to DC and designing games in tech class. Owen is grateful for the strong academic foundation Seacrest provided, and also for the opportunity to discover a new sport, soccer, and play on a team. He found geometry to be both challenging and rewarding this year, and shared that the only thing that he might have done differently if he could start the year again would be to treat his brother a little bit nicer. Yes, Ben, are you listening? Owen, you are our resident young tech entrepreneur. Your teachers appreciate your quick wit and powers of analytical thinking. With your fast-talking, charismatic ways and deft skills in coding, you are sure to design, engineer, and market the next must-have gaming platform. Nolan Bushnell, the father of electronic gaming, once said, "Everyone who's ever taken a shower has had an idea. It's the person who gets out of the shower, dries off, and does something about it who makes a difference." Owen, we look forward to seeing you make a positive difference at Woodside Priory in the fall, and how far your ideas will take you. Abigail Henderson. Abigail has been at Seacrest since kindergarten. She remembers being nervous because she didn't know anyone, but that the parachute in PE made up for it. Some favorite memories from school are the many field trips and projects each year, especially the Yosemite trip, the upper school dances, and performing in the musical. Abigail is grateful for the wonderful education she has had, the teachers who have supported her, and the friendships she's made along the way. She will miss the JK through 8 school experience and her friends in the younger grades. Abigail, over the past 3 years, your teachers have recognized your strong potential as a student and a thinker. Actress Octavia Spencer said, "It's your turn to choose and define what success means to you. Now others will try to define it for you, but yours is the only voice that matters." Though you share that you're feeling a bit nervous about your upcoming move and the transition to high school, remember that high school marks a big step, but also offers the opportunity for a fresh start. Believe in yourself, and we know you will find your own path to success. And if needed, we're happy to pack that parachute. Sadie Chavez. Sadie joined Seacrest in 7th grade. She shared that Yosemite was definitely one of her favorite memories at Seacrest because it was such a connecting experience with classmates. She's grateful to her parents for encouraging her to try new sports and will look back on her time at Seacrest as a time of learning and growth and an opportunity for a fresh start. She will miss all the people she's met here. Sadie hopes to be remembered as a kind person. Sadie, if being kind is a personal goal, you have surpassed it. Whether encouraging your fellow performers in the spring musical, befriending students in other grades, being a supportive teammate, or caring for your younger brother, Robin, your compassion and respectful acceptance of others shine through. This year, we enjoyed seeing you take on new challenges in sports and classroom learning and bringing your creative flair to art, band, and the spring musical. Celebrated writer, poet, and activist Maya Angelou best captures our wish for you. My wish for you is that you continue to be who and how you are, to astonish a mean world with your acts of kindness. Continue to allow humor to lighten the burden of your tender heart. Sadie, we hope that you will continue to take on new challenges, explore your creative side, and above all, astonish the Mercy High School community with your acts of kindness.
I would now like to welcome Karen Mandelli, the Board of Trustees Chair.
The Board of Trustee Character Award is given to a student that has demonstrated the 6 pillars of our character education program: curiosity, gratitude, perseverance, optimism, self-control, and social intelligence. Each year, the Board of Trustees recognizes a student that has shown leadership in these areas over the course of their academic career at Seacrest. On behalf of the board, I'm honored to present this award to Sophia Nelson.
Our final award of the night. The Head of School Exemplary Award is considered the highest award of all. This student has truly lived the Seacrest mission each and every day. They are a leader in every sense of the word. Through their character, curiosity, creativity, and passion, they inspire and enrich our entire school community. This year's Head of School Exemplary Award is given to Jackson Weimer. Queuing up the song that they chose last minute. Yesterday, yeah. Okay. Graduates, please stand. It is my great honor and privilege to present to you the graduating class of 2022.